What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to my channel. It's your boy, and I'm back again. If you're new, guys, please make sure you subscribe as well. So today we've got a special car, the McLaren 570S. These are now old. They've been replaced by the Artura, but I do still like a beautiful McLaren. So as you guys can see there, this car comes in the candy red, which is compared to the Porsche Cayman on the left hand side, looks a little bit darker. So I've got to say, the stance of this car, it just looks menacing. You got plenty of carbon fiber, and then again, when you stand in the back, you can admire just the lines and the haunches as the car traverses from the front to the back. Then you got the double exhaust on either side, and you got the carbon fiber diffuser as well. Then you've also got the exhaust, which you can see through that little slot there. Then you've also got the engine, which is just placed in there, which is always nice to see as well. And also what I do like as well is you can see the carbon fiber roof is just exposed. This has just got plenty of options, and you can grab one of these for less than £100,000, which is a lot of money for the car. So the wheels have got this like matte finish to it, and I do like it as well. Then you've got the red calipers as well. Then again, you've got the carbon side skirts. Then you've also got the carbon on the panels on the back as well. Then the interior is a black and red, which is beautiful. Then again, so you got the vents on either doors, which channel the air, which pushes all the cold air to the engine bay. I do love these dihedral doors, which feel massive. Now I've got to say, this car weighs I think about 1,500 kilos. That's with fluid, and I've got to say it feels good quality. And also I love the hinges, how they're just exposed. That looks beautiful. Whoever spec this car, it's a beautiful spec. Now, one thing which I do admire is the doors. So on the exterior, as you guys can see, the doors just have little compartments there. So as you guys can see, it's all about channeling the air. So these serve a function as well. As you guys can see, I'm just putting my hands through there. So you can open the door handle, which is just there. So you literally just pop it open, and then the door just comes out as well. A good thing about this door handle, these doors, I beg your pardon, is when you park in tight spaces, you don't have to struggle as if you're scared to hit the other car. Then you got the 570S branding on the side skirts there, and then coming towards the front, you can then start to see that McLaren design language. You've got the beautiful lights. I like how you've got that little McLaren symbol on top of the lights there. Then you've also got the vents which channel the air to the brakes, wheels, I beg your pardon. And then moving to the front there, you've got the McLaren branding there as well. I like how the hood is just, it's beautiful and elegant. It doesn't look too aggressive. So this car is a mixture, I think, of aggressive as well as elegant. And I think it just does the job pretty well. Then you've got the big F1 wiper, which came from the McLaren F1. I like that as well. It's a nice little history item to have. And then just taking the car in, honestly, this is a lot of car for the money. That's the key, as you guys can see there. The key is okay. It looks quite slick. Then we're going to open the front. So we're going to compare the front to the Lamborghini Huracan. And this has got a lot of space. I'd probably say it's got a list of about 110 liters, which means you can put maybe 2 medium-sized suitcases. And it's quite deep as well, whereas the Lamborghini Huracan is not deep. Then you've also got your other bits where you can put your washer fluid, etc., etc. So as I close that, we're going to focus on the interior next, guys. So make sure you tune in for that. Let's go. Right, guys, so I'm sat inside the car, and I've got to say, it feels snug. I feel cocooned. It feels futuristic. So this car is getting on in terms of age, but it still feels updated. I don't feel like anything is dated. Certain cars you feel after like a year they've come out, they do feel dated. With this car, I can guarantee you everything feels futuristic. So you've got the McLaren design language. So you've got this sign here, which is also the same as the headlights as well as the rear lights. Then you've also got, like, you know, if you look at this door section here with the speaker, I believe this can be upgraded. That's just the basic speaker. But anyways, if you look at this piece comes towards you. The stitching as well, just the fit and finish. It's kind of like a GT. It's not a full-on supercar, like say it's stripped down, like, you know, 600 LT. This is more of your everyday livable supercar. I also like how you've got the black as well as red tone interior. It complements the red outside, and black pretty much goes with anything. Now, one thing I do love about this car is it just feels futuristic. I know it's been out for a couple of years, well, more than a couple of years. This is a 2019 model, but it feels ever so futuristic. I do love how you've got this floating mid-panel screen there, which floats with the buttons as well. And I also like how you got physical buttons. A lot of cars are moving towards haptic feedback as well as touchscreen, which I hate. With this, you got physical knobs, which is fantastic. Then you got your memory seats as well, which are on the inside, which is not the best position. I thought they could have put them over here. You know, that was probably, I think, the best place to put them. I do like the air vents. Everything feels beautiful, high quality. And this car is not that expensive. I think it's about £108,000. So this car is being sold at Lucas Premium, guys. I'll leave the details for the website down below. Get in touch with them. They'll do some nice deals. They sell very good cars. They sell very expensive cars. As you guys can see, you've got a Porsche Cayman next to me. They sell Porsches, Audis, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, you name it. So with this car, you can tell like they've done the exterior carbon package. They've not really done the inside, which is unfortunate. And I always say when you buy these sort of cars, you want to get the best spec, you know. But I believe MSO do sell some parts, so you're able to buy parts for your steering wheel, you know, so you can get that in carbon, as well as this center piece in carbon as well. Let me just turn on the light. It's a little bit dingy in here. If I can turn them on. No. Oh, never mind. I might end up breaking something. The interior is a bit dark though, so as I'm inside, it does feel a bit dark inside here, but it is what it is. I think I've lost some weight because a few weeks ago, they had the 540 and I got into it and I did feel as if I was just a little bit too big for the car. So when I mean this car's got the best sitting position, what I mean is you've got the hips which protrude on either side of the wheel arches, which help you to know where the wheels are. And when you drive the car, it inspires you to drive it with more confidence. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. So we'll move on to the center console. So on the center console, you've got different buttons. So we'll start with the buttons on the right hand side. So I believe these are for your driving mode. So you're able to configure the car to whichever way you want to drive it. Then as you move on to the left, that's for your ESC. So you can turn it on or off. Then you got your launch control as well. Then you got your other buttons such as your stop start. Then these are your main ones for everyday use, drive, neutral, as well as reverse as well. So I've shown you guys the trunk at the front. So this car competes against the Lamborghini Huracan as well as the Ferrari 458. But I've got to say, in terms of the front space, the Ferrari F8 Tributo, I beg your pardon. I'm saying 458. The Ferrari Tributo's got more space on the front. But nonetheless, you've still got storage space as well in the back as well. I do love how you got the Alcantara headlining. That's fantastic to see that. Let's try and see if we can turn that on. Oi, okay. Let's turn that down. So that's your, I guess, your MMI, multimedia interface or operation system. So you got your phone, then you got your sat nav there, which is outdated. I mean, everything is just simple. You're able to go back. It does feel very old school, I'm not gonna lie. It does feel very old school. It's not even responding at all. So yeah, that's your sat nav. You're able to pair up your phone and do all of that good stuff. I will not spend a lot of time in this car as I've got to film another car as well. So what I'll do is I will do what everyone loves. I'll put my foot on the brake and push start. Now, one thing I don't like is how you haven't got a lot of space for your footwell. So in the footwell, you don't have a lot of space. It does feel a little bit tight. I would have preferred a little bit more inches. You know, more inches are very important. Ask the ladies if you don't believe me. So I'll put my foot on the brake, then I'll press start. So here we are. Right, so when you press start, so that comes on. So what we'll do is we'll lower the window. So the window's not coming down. I don't know why. McLaren's, eh? They're nice when they work, but when they don't work, you know, things just go left. So while it's on that, so you can see that's the car there. So the car shows you how much battery you've got. It also shows you how much fuel you've got as well. Tells you the temperature. Does feel futuristic. So you've also got other buttons as well on the side, which I will not explain. So with this car, it's the top of the spec or top of the range before you get to the 600 LT. So which means you've got 562 horsepower, which means you can go from 0 to 60 if you know what you're doing in 3.2 seconds. It's got, I think, well over 440 foot-pound of torque. It does go from 0 to 124 miles an hour in 9.5 seconds, which is seriously quick, but you've got to have the right tires and all that good stuff. I believe this does also have the front lift as well, so you're able to raise the car up when it comes to bumps. And also one thing I've heard from people like Shmi that have owned McLarens is with these, you do tend to get a compliant suspension system. So you're able to change it, you know, depending on whatever chassis setting you've got it on, whether it's sports, whether it's comfort and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and start the car. Let me just raise this. Yeah, I don't even know how to, yeah. So to open it, that button there is what you press. Then you push it like that. And that's what you do. So, as I'm just carefully opening the door so it doesn't smash on the glass, we'll start the car. You can tell the car's just... That's the car it's on now. Lovely. It's telling me the fuel's low.